on. So you think they're doing like a Court of Owls situation,
bro,
with R. Kelly in jail?
Tory Lanez just put out a whole album.
Music for people in prison.
You think that? Listen, Tory Lanez put out a whole album. R. Kelly writing music.
But you know he was too, because all them rappers, a lot of them put out albums when they first, the first couple years in. So R. Kelly ain't put out no music. So you know he just
R. Kelly did put out music. Technically, he put out a diss track saying, "Where's my money at?"
Oh yeah, but they took him off. They took a lot of his new stuff off all DSPs.
It's back.
Oh well, man, his new stuff, not his old stuff.
It's back.
The way they treated him compared to they treated old boy,
Hey, listen, hold on. Hey, listen. All I'm saying is, I think the talent ain't go away. He writing music.
It's time. I think it's time.
He should be locked up.
It's time.
He should 100%. Now, Robert did that. R. Kelly didn't do none of that. Robert did that. Right? And Robert should be locked up for the rest of his days under the jail.
I'm just saying Robert still making
But it's
money.
some parents that should be in there with Robert as well.
You're right.
I wholeheartedly agree.
There's some parents that need to be in there with Robert himself. And with that being said, Breeze Nation, what's good? It's your boy Pat the Designer. Back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. Cue the untimely intro. Welcome into another edition of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily, where we are not vying for R. Kelly to get out of jail here.
Oh my God!
We're gonna keep R. Kelly locked up.
It's time. It's time.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
we trying to move on the topic.
That's a layup. I gave you a layup through the hoop. You just watched it go.
Watch it go, because it feel like he been locked up for like 20 years. Like
he is not. He's been locked up for like 4.
It felt like 20 years, bro.
Hey, hold on. What R. Kelly you talking about?
The Ira.
Hey, boy, it's out the mud.
Hey, boy, it's out the mud.
No, real talk though.
Hey, bro.
It feel like he been gone for like 20 years, bro.
It's out the mud.
It feel like he should be coming up now. You know,
he's still giving you the layup. He's still doubling.
He keep doubling down on it, bro.
He doubling down. Hey,
listen.
It's my time. I feel like he been gone for a while.
I'll be very open. R. Kelly never stopped playing in my household. That's okay. It is what it is to me. If you don't agree, that's okay as well.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
But he need to be locked up in there because Robert did those things, and keep Robert in there. Let's talk a little bit of football, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do.
We ain't never hitting 100K. We never lost half the subscribers. By the way, I understand that most of the people who watch this show are not subscribed. And some of these videos get 5, 6, 7, $10,000 views. Guess what? We are 160 subs away from 100,000.
144.
144. Okay,
144.
listen. Give me the extra 16. I need you all to do one thing. I need you all to hit the button. You got the button? You got the sound?
Yeah.
While he finds it, I need you to hit the button. Because the goal is to hit go. I said 10. The goal is to hit 100,000 on this live.
It is technically playing, but
push the button.
Can't hear.
Push the button.
Got you. No worries. 100,000 on this live is what we want.
You heard what she said.
Go ahead, like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. Get your mama's mama to subscribe. I don't care.
You all right?
Yeah.
Welcome back, kid.
All right.
Listen, we got a lot to get into on today's episode as the news has definitely made its rounds at this point. Coby Bryant. You know what? After what I saw today, I'll take what we ended up with. Coby Bryant going to be out 8 to 10 weeks, which puts him back essentially between that Eagles to the Packers game early in the season. It is not a death blow to the defense by any means, but listen, it's one that is going to hurt you. You're not going to have a rapport with them. It's going to be very difficult for you to build that in season, and you're going to have to overcome a lot to get to that point. We got to break that down. Got to look at Ben Johnson. Y'all see Ben Johnson just calling out Tyrique?
I did.
That was crazy. That was
he said he needs to be more focused.
We got to get into that, and dare I say, the tooth might just be set free.
I don't want to hear that either. Where's Baki at?
All that more in today's episode, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. How y'all feeling, boys? Oh, by the way, Petty's men alive, Mr. P Kid. Mr. Drew better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better? Nobody, bro. In the building. How y'all feeling?
Good day.
Monday's not too bad.
It's not a bad Monday.
Chill Monday.
It's a chill Monday.
Chill Monday.
I can use a drink.
Jesse,
listen,
that news.
I'm not going to. It's not a death blow. Like, listen,
I believe it's a death blow.
If it was a season-ending injury,
yeah.
Hey, listen, time out. We gotta reevaluate this.
But we don't have the depth in the safety department. We have depth on the corners, even though the one dude he ended up retiring, the cornerback that we had ended up retiring after 1 year. What was the one guy we had?
You talking about?
Oh, you talking about Zay Flowers?
Yeah, Zay Flowers retiring. You know, just out the blue after 1 year getting cut or whatever. But as far as the safeties, we drafted.
You have 4.
Thieneman. We signed Coby. Coby was supposed to be the veteran presence. Now we relying on a bunch of rookies back there. And the rookies, that learning curve is going to be hard.
Well, you really only got one rookie back there. You got Dylan. Elijah Hicks has played in this system. He's probably going to get first. But listen, I didn't say it was good. It is a bad situation for the Bears to be in.
That's what I said.
If you guys haven't heard as of yet, I mean,
break it down.
It was an out route to Cole Kmet. Coby went to punch the ball out. I think if you've played a sport at any point, you've probably done this. Just knee bent the wrong way. Right? He planted, knee bent back the wrong way. If you've ever hyperextended your knee bad enough to the point where you like, I'm punching the ground because you feel like you done tore every ligament in that joint. I mean, like, I feel like a lot of us have been there to play ball at some point. And so, you know, it's an injury that you're going to have to bring back slowly. It is not devastating. It is not the end of the season. It is not game-changing for the Chicago Bears. I think that the mindset that I had on the defense is probably different than yours, though. I thought the defense was already going to be bad. I was not expecting very much. If you get back to being decent when Coby Bryant returns, then I think that's going to be okay. And, you know, if it is, we know how Coby works. We know how, you know, he's going to attack this thing. I would probably feel comfortable saying it's more on the 8-week side, which would be week 3 versus the Eagles, over the 10-week side, which would be week 5 versus the Packers.
So for me, it's devastating because our head coach, our general manager, and our defensive coach all said that we're going to rely heavily on the secondary to create, shut down corners, the safeties over the top. So it allows our defensive front, which is weak, to get to the quarterback and have more cover sacks. If we are missing the big part of our, secondary in our safety being out 8 to 10, now that becomes a glaring hole. Now your secondary is not going to be as shut down as everybody anticipates. So now you're really going to get burned by this inefficient pass rush that we don't have. So that's why, to me, it's devastating. It is a death by 1,000 cuts because we lost one of the guys that we're relying on.
Our first game is against who again?
Panthers.
Second game is against who?
Vikings.
And third game is against
Eagles.
The Eagles.
All right, so we got 2 teams that I'm not really concerned about from a passing perspective. Jalen Hurts is going to have to show me this year, right? He's going to have to show me, and I'm not saying that he can't get it done. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's won on every level. Shout out to him. But one of the biggest knocks on him is, can he beat you with his arm? It's still one of the biggest knocks.
Yeah.
So I'm not really concerned. Bryce Young, biggest knocks on him. I think he throws a pretty ball, but there's still question marks on how he is as a QB.
Correct.
The only team that we're really looking at to start this season would be Vikings. And I expect them to be dynamic regardless. You got Justin over there, you got Kyler Murray, who's really on his comeback tour, so to speak. And I already figured that was going to be a loss because I'm expecting them to go out with this prove it mentality against our defense, right? I'm expecting it to be a shootout and things of that nature. What I'm saying is this: if we can get him back by week 3 or after week 3, then I have nothing to worry about. The teams that we're going against, 2 of them are question marks. I'm be honest with you, I think we should be able to handle that. It's really just about where he comes back in the schedule, the ramp up time from there, and things of that nature that would make it such a big deal. Because we're still early, we're before preseason, stuff like that. It's different. 8 to 10 weeks when we're in November, that's a big difference.
Yeah,
but we also
we're the worst part of it is he's not going to get an opportunity to really thrive in this system.
True,
right? Like that, you're not going to get an opportunity to learn the system through the offense. You're going to have to learn it on the fly, which means it's going to take you some time. So you might get him back in week 3. That doesn't mean he's going to be ready to really go out there and perform maybe until week 5 or 6, right? If you get him back in week 5, now you talk about week 8 or 9. That's where I think it starts to get concerning.
Where's our bye?
Bye week, I believe, is week 10 this year.
Yeah, it's kind of late.
But here's what I would say. And I agree with Drew in the sense that, you know, the plan that Ryan Poles put out there of we're going to win by covering the football great. We're going to have the speed on the outside, and we're going to be able to get stops when we need to with the defensive line. It's going to be harder without Coby Bryant in there. Yeah. But the reality is it's not a great plan to begin with.
That's true.
And we've all seen a ton of football. Who's the DB you've ever seen make a defensive line better?
Well, you gotta go back Seattle kind of, sort of.
How many defensive lines have made great DBs?
A lot. They all of them.
If you can pick one out there, right? Like maybe you can say Prime helped his deep because the quarterback can't go there, right? Like there are some Revis Island. I can't worry about him, so it takes away half of the field. That's going to help you create pressure on the other side.
The Seattle defense was like that.
The Seattle defense had some dogs up front too, though.
They did, but they still had a ton. You had Richard Sherman, you had Earl Thomas, you had the Murphy kid on the other side, and you had what's the other strong safety, Chancellor.
Chancellor.
So they had.
Samuels had a line.
They had some shutdown secondary that made their,
Champ had a line.
Yeah. So it is out there. But for with the Bears, because you're already missing our slot corner.
Yep.
Because he's on PUP.
Yep.
They're not expecting him back into the first part of the season. And then now you have our other strong safety being hurt out until 4th game of the season. I agree with you that the premise of having the secondary make the front better it's not the smartest, way to do things, but it could work in theory. And now it's just taking a step back because now the guy that you counted on, you paying all this money to, is now hurt.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. A lot of what you're betting on wasn't around Coby Bryant. Coby Bryant was your big offseason acquisition, just like I just said. Yeah. If you're betting on a DB unit that's going to work, you're betting on Jalen Johnson.
Yeah.
You're saying you're going to shut down, which he did. Remember the All-Pro year? They did not throw Jalen's side of the field.
Yeah, 2 years. Give him his props. He had 2 years of shutdown.
No, I wouldn't give him 2. I would say we
went over there. He had 2 years of shutdown play.
I mean, we can look at the numbers, but I also remember watching him out there. There was the All-Pro year, and then there was the year that he gave up at the end of the season. And then Ben Johnson showed up, so we can't really sit there and be like, "Hey, that year where you stopped playing at the end of the year, you were dominating out there." Like the reality is, you're relying on Jalen Johnson to shut down the side of the field to help your defensive line to be able to create that pressure. You still have Jalen out there; he's moving really well at camp, at camp. I mean, he's stride for stride with guys right now, and you just like to me with what I expected from this defense, I don't think you got hit with a devastating blow. The devastating blow was you coming into the season without a defensive line.
Yeah.
Well,
it's nice to have Coby Bryant, but it don't matter if Matt Stafford can stand back there and
if you don't get any pressure, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's what we talked about. Poles we trust. He trusted that some of the guys that got hurt last year are going to be back and better this year.
That is the caveat, though.
That's the caveat.
Like, this is the first season where we'll be like, okay, you've had a year with DA, you've had a year training. Let's really see who you are.
But you can't. Who had a year?
They were injured. You're right.
Jalen Johnson has not had a year with DA.
No,
Tyrique Stevenson has had a half a year with DA.
We're talking about the line, though.
We're talking about the line.
Kyler Gordon, sure, the defensive line. We expect the defensive line to.
We got Shamar Turner back. We getting a motivated Dio back.
I don't know.
Those are two guys that we're counting on to create some pressure on the opposite side of Montez, right?
I mean,
or are you saying no?
I hear you.
No, are you? So you saying no?
I mean, listen. Somebody. What Ben Johnson say about left tackles last year? Someone has to play the position.
That's rough. That's rough.
That's crazy.
Somebody has to play. Like, and it's just, while the Coby Bryant injury sucks, I don't think it changes your overall outlook of the season. Does it mean that maybe, some teams will attack you deeper early on? Yeah, but there's ways that you can adjust that, and you still need a quarterback that's going to have the ability to hit the deep shot. You just talked about one that we kind of know can't do it on a pretty consistent basis, and two of them, Bryce Young and Jalen Hurts. And then I think they're going to be running the football more than anything this year anyway.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, you're adding Kyler Murray into that, who overthrows wide receivers all the time. Now, do I think he's going to be better with the Vikings? Sure.
Absolutely.
But I'm not to me, the Coby Bryant situation isn't devastating because it isn't season ending. And I don't think it changes your game plan as massively. Now, Coby would affect a lot because you can use him in so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
But it still all comes down to, if Jalen Johnson don't shut down his side of the field, you're going to have some long days defensively. And even if you don't, if you ain't good at stopping the run, they're just going to go, well, I don't have to throw towards Jalen Johnson. There he goes.
But then that does take into other parts of the conversation we're going to have today about, later on we were talking about Ben Johnson, talking about Tyrique.
Yeah.
You have to have somebody adequate on the other side. You just can't be a barn door on the opposite side, of Jalen Johnson. Because Jalen Johnson, even if he's not shut down to the extent of a Revis Island or a Prime or a Richard Sherman or some of your top quality cornerbacks, even if he just is like that year we had Kyle Fuller. Yeah. Where he was all pro. He wasn't shut down, but he was all pro. Where you still didn't throw as much to his side. You still needed that other corner opposite to play at least decent. He has to be able to play and not a barn door Tyrique double move victim as he was previous years.
But what's the difference with them teams? With that Kyle Fuller team?
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't hold that football for 3 seconds.
Yellow pass rush.
Yeah, you got Khalil Mack coming off the right side. You got Akeem Hicks up the middle. You got Leonard Floyd coming off the left side. Like, you couldn't stand back there and just be like...
Yeah, I agree with you.
But you know what? I have to say this, and maybe we get into this a little later. I apologize if I jump ahead a little bit.
Sorry. We'll hate you later.
I know, right? To make an NBA reference, sometimes the best defense is a great offense.
True.
And right now, that's probably what we lean on. And for the first time in ever, we actually feel confident about it.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be something that the offense is going to take a lot of pressure off of that defense and keep us in games. And I think our defense is better than what we've seen the Bengals put out.
I was just thinking.
I think it's honest. I think it's a little bit better. Now, we don't have a Trey out there. But I mean, I do think our secondary is better than theirs. I do think that we have a sufficient line. I think they had one piece that's probably better than most on our line. But that's about it.
Here's what I would.
And they still almost make the playoffs.
Here's what I would say to. And by the way, I do think that the offense is good enough.
And I got Caleb over Joe Burrow, by the way.
I think the offense is good enough for you to win. Still, I think I predicted 10 games. 10 games in this season. I think that I'm not telling you that my outlook on the team has changed at all.
Yeah.
But my outlook for the defense was always that you were going to have holes, because here's the reality of the conversation that we're having right now. Coby Bryant is now injured. He's out 8 to 10 weeks. Jalen Johnson, we're hoping that he goes back to true form, but we're hoping.
Yeah.
He looks really good. When I tell you at camp, he is looking like flypaper on the mugs.
Nice.
But it's still hope. I got to see it versus the best of the best that's out there.
How'd Rook look?
Dylan Thieneman looks like a rookie.
He's lost a little bit there.
Tyrique Stevenson.
He ain't a rookie.
I heard he
needs to focus.
I heard he looks like a rookie.
Can you expound on that? Is that going to throw you off?
No, I mean, I think Ben Johnson's just being honest. He's telling us what we always heard.
But you've seen,
and we always knew.
We knew
but you're out there seeing it. Some of us ain't got the opportunity to see.
He didn't focus on the fourth down, and a Hail Mary was completed.
Oh yeah,
he didn't go. Last year he didn't focus on third down, and it took Kevin Byard to drag him back on the field. Like, focus is the conversation with Tyrique. So
I guess let me tee it up better. Are you seeing in camp what he's alluding to? Are you seeing those moments? For him to call it out?
I would say, like, I'm not going to act like I know the ins and outs of, what Tyrique is supposed to do on every single play. I also think that, the wide receivers, especially in one-on-ones, they get liberties. Like, the wide receiver probably is going to have more of the advantage than the DB, although I've heard it on both sides, because the DB is just trying to mirror him. The wide receiver gets to run whatever route he wants.
Yeah.
So you'll see Muggs run deep routes. You'll see Muggs run ends. You'll see Muggs run nine. Like, there's a bunch of different things that the wide receiver can do. But skill-wise, like that play that Luther Burden caught today that everybody's freaking out about and how, he caught it over Tyrique Stevenson, great coverage. Great ball. Like, Tyrique has all the talent.
Good defense, better offense, brother.
If he's on the outs, it ain't because of his talent. It's because of the focus in meetings, in practice. Ben Johnson said all of this today in meetings. When you go out on a 2-hour practice, you got to be able to focus the entire time. And I don't know how to fix that. I remember I asked Tom Waddle, when they said it about Darnell Wright, and this could be a tactic from Ben Johnson to kind of try and motivate him the way he did with Darnell. Darren Rashard said Darnell Wright has problems with energy and focus.
Two things that you can control.
And I asked Waddle, I said, well, how bad is that? And he was like, there's only two things you control on a football field. How much energy you putting out and how focused you are.
So I'm glad you guys a question. Since we all are in agreement that the offense is going to be the breadwinner for this particular Bears team, and we do reflect on the comparison of Cincinnati 2 years ago when the offense was just running and they had no defense. And we do also agree that they barely made the playoffs in our difficult division. Do you think we're going to be able to replicate that in our division and still be a playoff caliber team? Because me saying that is because the AFC North, they have just as many good teams, and the Bengals wasn't able to make the playoffs, even though the offense was beating everybody. They would end up losing 51-50.
I think it totally depends. Oh, I'm sorry.
So saying that, do you think we can replicate that and still make the playoffs?
I think it totally depends on how we start. We have one of the hardest, we're projected to have the toughest schedule. And I hate these projections because we don't know what these teams really look like, but we're projected to have one of the toughest schedules. The teams that we think we should beat, we have to beat. If we struggle against those teams or we lose against those teams, then we're probably not going to make it. But if we actually beat the teams we're supposed to beat, and we have a fighting chance against the teams that we consider to be, upper echelon or above us, I think we can. But it all depends on us controlling the things that we can control in winning the games that we know we should be winning. There's no reason why we shouldn't beat the Panthers. They do have a great defense, but I do believe in our offense more. I really do. If we don't show up offensively, we're going to lose that game. Because I don't think our defense is, I don't think Bryce Young is great, but he's good enough to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And if you give anybody time back there, they'll cook. I think the one thing for me with, where the Bears are going to finish out or where they're going to win the division or whatever it is, how do you take advantage of the takeaways they get you this year? Because it's going to be nowhere near as many takeaways as it was last year.
Nowhere near.
It's just statistically, it's dang near impossible for you to run it back with that many takeaways again. Even the best Bears defenses didn't do that back to back to back years.
Isn't there like a myth behind that? Not a myth, but they say that next season after something like that, the defense falls off a cliff, something like that?
No, it's just you don't get those takeaways anymore. It's just the ball's oblong. It bounces weird ways sometimes. We didn't get those takeaways at the end of the year. Remember in the playoff game, ball was it Rams or was it Packers?
No, we got a takeaway against
Jordan Love. Well, we got it at the end. Jordan Love fumbles.
And it bounces.
Ball
right back
bounces.
Yeah.
Javon Dexter should have just been able to fall on it.
and bounce.
He
right
falls
through.
on it and it bounced through him and it goes out of bounds. Like sometimes the game just changed it. No, it went out of bounds. No, he did get a takeaway because we got an interception.
Yeah. But that's why I think that we can replicate a lot of that, because for me, a lot of it came where our safeties had a lot of interceptions.
Sure. Well, Kevin Byard.
Right. So why could now because we got a new linebacking core. Why is now the majority of our linebacking core? Why aren't they able to replicate not interceptions, but why can't we potentially replicate fumbles?
It's not a matter of you
I still think it's possible. I think it's possible.
It's not a matter of you can't do it. It's just a matter of more than likely how the odds have gone in history. Yeah. It's not going to happen that way. But let's say the Bears get half of the turnovers that they got last season, but they score on twice as many as they scored on last season. Now all of a sudden games are very different. Games early on, we got picks in the beginning of games that could have put us up 21 points, but we end up kicking field goals or punting, and so you don't end up getting to take advantage of that. So like, to me, I look at once we get Coby Bryant back, once we get everybody in there, you're probably going to be takeover reliant, but I don't think you're going to have as many of them. But if my offense is able to go out there and score on twice as many of them, like actually put up 6, you're going to win more of those games, because how many of those turnovers were in the first quarter? I mean, those turnovers in the second quarter, and they put you in a great position to go up. We didn't take advantage of enough of those.
You know what this reminds me of? Detroit 2 years ago. Maybe it's last year. They had all those injuries, and that defense was just imploding. But that offense kept them.
You can pick a year with Detroit when they had all the injuries and the defense was imploding.
That was 2 years ago when they got into the playoffs.
That was 3 years ago when Ben was there.
But what did that offense do? The offense picked up.
Offense picked up. Right? Offense was dominant.
And we saw the best version of Jared Goff we'd ever seen. Correct. Jared Goff was superb. He was supremely accurate.
Yeah,
but he had to be.
I think it was 40 touchdowns that year.
And heck, they lost to the. Is that when they lost to the on the way to the Super Bowl and it wasn't his fault? Yeah. Everybody had the case of the drops.
Yeah, it kind of was his fault though. It wasn't Jared Goff's fault. It was Ben Johnson's fault.
Yeah, he got
you up. Stopped on the football.
Yeah, run the ball.
You got to figure that out.
Yeah,
even here in Chicago, we're gonna be pissed at some point because there's gonna be a playoffs that he's gonna keep chucking it, and we love him. It's in Ben we trust. I love how aggressive he is. There's going to be a playoffs where we sitting there and we just like, why'd you stop? It kind of happened last year.
It happened last year in the regular season. Like, Ben, why are you doing that? Stop that. Try something else.
But he was honest, right? He was honest about it. He said, I ain't going to lie to you. I didn't even realize I think we threw it 18 times. Now, granted, we completed like 12 of them or something. He's like, I didn't even realize we threw it 18 times in a row.
You know why I like this mentality, though? Because we are so accustomed to, and this is the age-old Bears story since I've been a Bears fan, and it's only been since I've been doing the show with Pat. I'm going to be honest with y'all. We'd get a lead, and then we play not to lose.
Yeah.
And then what'll happen?
You lose.
We lose.
You lose.
So to have a coach that's like, you know what? Balls to the wall. This ball is in the air.
But I love it. I love it. I think the difference
I'm playing to win, regardless.
But the difference is, right, like playing not to lose versus playing to win and know I can run this ball down your throat. Ben wants to run 13 personnel. We got 3 tight ends. I'm going to tell you what, that boy Roush.
Talk to me about
Roush.
I knew he was going to be good.
Roush looking all right.
He's going to be good.
Yeah?
Hey.
Is he a Cole Kmet replacement?
Of course.
No.
Well, if you run 13.
I don't think Cole going nowhere.
Yeah.
I think this Bears team about to be like, Colston, you look like a wide receiver. Xavier, you can be a running back on this play, and technically you're still a wide receiver. That's 2 wide receivers on the field, but one of them's a tight end and one of them's a running back. Cole, you can catch. And Roush, you can catch. But we might just run this football and run it right down your throat. Or you might use that same action to hit you for a deep shot down the middle of the field with Xavier.
That's the falsy tricks I love.
That's the thing about being... No, for real, though. Like, that's the part where it's like, that's different if you're running that when you're up 21. That's not playing not to lose. That is... You're playing still to win, but you doing it in a way that could be viewed as conservative for you. but you always have that opportunity to be like Xavier and go on his 9. Boom. And hit you down the field and you gone and he's gone. And Xavier, bro, he's Caleb gonna have so much fun with him.
He's faster.
Caleb gonna have so much fun
than Luther. Luther fast.
Yeah.
No, bro, you can't say about a lot.
Bro.
Luther is
if I'm not mistaken, that's 4.2 speed, right?
Real 4.2.
That's
real 4.2.
Bro.
Luther like 4.27. So you talking about this dude on the cusp of like 4.19?
Hey brother.
That's 4.2 with pads.
I'm seeing Xavier move. I'm wondering if they ticked it right.
I love that. I like to hear that.
Nobody can keep up with him. There's not a person on the field that can.
So we talking about potentially, not to say this is
Tyrique.
potentially right. We got Tyrique Hill speed.
I'm not going. Well, Tyrique Hill speed, sure. I'm not gonna say he's Tyreek Hill.
No, I'm talking about that speed.
He's got Tyreek Hill speed.
That is elite speed, bro.
Oh no, it's elite.
That's that screen pass for 99 yards type speed.
I think the only other person in the league now that has that speed is Zay. Baltimore.
Zay Fly. Well, I don't know. Zay Flyer's been dead for a minute, so I don't even know what speed he got now.
He fast like that too.
Buddy on the Chiefs.
But he can't catch though.
Yeah, he can't catch.
What's his name? You know what I'm talking about.
Xavier. Some of the X.
Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Hey, well, he can catch on Madden and tell you that guy daggone much.
All I need is a 70 when you're wide open.
All I'm saying is this. I can't seem to stop him on Madden. That's the only team I struggle with. The Chiefs and the Eagles. Everybody else I can walk.
Dashu Zoo said Luther Burden III is a 4.41 40 time. By the way, ridiculously fast as well.
Luther, you got like 4.4 is slow, man.
No, but it's different from 4.2. Or you got it, bro. I'm telling you, when you see it, it's different. Because the thing with Xavier right now is everybody know he's going down the field, especially in one-on-ones. He get to pick his route. I'm gonna beat you. Yeah. So I know you're trying to run past me, and then you're down there, and it's nothing I can do. Literally, the only passes
it's coming, and you still can't.
The only passes that Xavier dropped were passes he had to wait on. Tyson encased to him a couple, and the ball didn't get as far. And so he had to wait on the ball to get to him. It's the only pass.
But is he a good route runner?
Phenomenal.
I like
that's what I want. He's not.
That's what I want to hear. Okay, can he run the route?
That's my Homer Simpson draw.
I'll say this, and the one thing that gets me excited about camp, and hit that like button if you have not done so. Subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do.
And I interrupt Pat for a second to let you all know that we are almost at 100,000 subscribers. So we understand that most of you all who view this channel are not subscribed, and we want to get there on this show. Yeah. If you could do me a favor, like my man just said, hit the subscribe button. I only needed 140 of you all to do it. By the time, listen, we at
99,858.
Come on with it. Come on with it. That means two more. Well, no, that was more than two more people.
No, it was two. Because it was 856. And now we got 858.
That means two of y'all listened. It's a bunch of y'all not listening.
Or everybody in here subscribe.
Could be. But we gonna put it out there.
You're not buying it.
My bad. Back to you.
But no, like I look at everything that they have done this offseason outside of the defensive line, and maybe it's just you ran out of things to do and you got an offensive head coach. Everything that they have done this offseason.
Ran out of things to do.
Like that's all I can think. Like you got to a point and you were like, oh, we ran out of money and we don't have a defensive line. But like
Ben Johnson make it work.
Everything that they have done this offseason, I see how it connects now. Right? Sam Roush is perfect for 13 personnel. You want to slow the game down. You want to eat some clock. I said clock, C-L-O-C-K. Make sure C-L-O-C-K.
There you go.
You want to eat some clock, right? Like that is a great way for you to run the clock down and still be able to push the pile forward and dominate, right? That's why you go out and you draft a Sam Roush. You went out and you signed Khalif Raymond. Why did I sign Khalif Raymond? I'm watching Khalif Raymond run these routes and I'm going, oh, he can run every route kind of really well. And he's still 4.2 speed. That's your veteran to come in and help the wide receiver room, but also somebody that Xavier can. Xavier told us the other day, he said, Ben told him, you see that dude right there? You follow him. Everything he do, you do. That's high praise. So you've brought in Khalif Raymond, of course, to be the vet in the room for the younger guys that are trying to figure it out. But at the same time, there's a player specific to your team that had his best season ever with Ben Johnson, who Ben wants to utilize in that way with this young player that you have on the roster. Like, everything connects. And I think that's the part for me that gets me the most excited about the season, why I still have the confidence that I have in what the team is going to be able to do, because I think we're seeing it with the White Sox. Football is tougher, but we're seeing it with the White Sox. I kind of feel like we're going to see it with the Bulls this year. We saw it with the Bears last year. When you put things in place that make sense, generally,
it works out.
The common sense answer is going to happen.
Yeah.
Ben just connected all the dots this offseason with his offense. Like, that's really all it feels. I'm sitting there watching. I'm just like, oh, you got a ton of weapons, but you just see how this fits here and this goes here, and this is going to help in this situation. I think about all the situations that we were in last year when we couldn't run the ball and we couldn't run 13 personnel, or we couldn't run 12 because somebody was banged up early in the year and you don't have the bodies to do it, right? Like, those are things that you saw them address this offseason. I think it's why they're going to be really good this upcoming season.
It sounds like we putting things together like Voltron.
It is building together very much like that. And I think the parts that I'm concerned about, I was concerned about the entire time. I'm not saying I don't think that Coby Bryant is a bad thing. I mean, he's your highest paid free agent that you went out and got. You want him on the field. But, like, I don't think it changes my mindset or my trajectory of where this team was going to go. Because at no point in any of our minds did we think defense going to step up and that's how we win 10 games.
No. I thought the defense.
We all were like, the offense going to put up 40 and the defense might do enough.
Yeah. I wanted the defense. I thought with the people coming back from injury and the addition of Coby and Thieneman being drafted, I thought that we could have around a 20th ranked defense. And that would still, with a 20th ranked defense, would allow us to be a continuation from last year and it being in a playoff run.
Yeah.
So that's what I was hoping for. And if he's back around week 3 and Gordon comes back at the beginning of the year like he's supposed to, I think that we maybe could, as you say, lie in the weeds until week 6, and then with the defense actually able to, get back to, that kind of trajectory for me.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I think, the big concern right now defensively for me, of course, the Coby injury, but it is the Tyrique news, talking about the focus on Tyrique Stevenson. Tyrique came out and he talked about it today, and he said, like, it's not like it's something that's happening all the time, but the coach has got to find something for you to improve upon. I just thought Ben was very honest today. We got a very honest head coach, and he called out the thing that, for me as somebody who likes Tyrique, I like the kind of DB he is. But you can't
knucklehead
be that kind of DB and not be focused.
Right, he's a knucklehead. He's been that way since he got drafted. He's been a knucklehead. I liked him coming out of college. I'm sorry to cut you off. I liked him coming out of college because he was a press DB. He was hands-on. He knew how to make the wide receiver get off his mark by having that press coverage between 1st and 5. And he was supposed to be learning how to not be as handsy after the 5 yards because, they looking at him to get a flag. But he's been that knucklehead the last 2 years. And he's like, focus. Bro, you've been working on focus since you came in the league. This is year 4 now. You gotta have it by now.
But I think the thing for me with Tyrique is he's got the talent. And I like a DB that don't mind. I love CJGJ. I always did. I thought he crossed the line too much.
What do you mean?
CJGJ, when he was on New Orleans, remember, and when we did the playoff game, you throwing it to Javon Wims. Remember Javon Wims punched him in the face? That was CJ Gardner-Johnson.
That was Javon's problem, though.
But
that's Javon's problem.
No, but it was CJ that was doing all of the stuff to make it happen. And so then now they watching you the rest of the game. He get flags called on him, right? They got a flag the other way. So it's like, I like that kind of DB, but you have to be able to control it. You can be that guy. But I think Tyrique is the one that said this. He was like, you have to control the game. You can't let the game control you. Too often we talk about Tyrique letting the game control him. We talk about the bad moments lingering in his mind, and you'll see a play and you'll just be like, he ain't forgot about the ball that got completed over there. You know what those dudes do? I think about Nashawn Wright last season and why he was on the team. Nashawn Wright to give up a 50-yard pass.
Forget right away.
Yeah.
And then they'll go out there and get an interception in the end zone. They give up a 65-yard bomb touchdown. But then he'll go snatch the ball out of the pile and force a fumble. Like, that's what you have to be. And if Tyrique had that mindset, I really think he could be an elite DB. And I think that is what Ben and DA are seeing, and they're trying to get out of him. I think that's why they're calling him out. That's what we saw with Darnell Wright last year. He had an all-pro season off of it.
Yeah.
But they came in vocally honest and in front of everybody. He ain't focused and he don't bring good energy. Oh, wow. Okay. That's the 10th overall. That's bad. That's real bad.
You think that's going to be one of our regrets?
What?
Nashawn.
No, I don't think you're going to regret none of them.
No, he wanted to. He got paid too much. What was it? Yeah.
Because
he got paid a lot.
I don't think so.
No,
he got paid $5 million.
No. So what's the one that left that got paid a lot? Because I know
nobody. Jaquan got 5.
No, CJ
got
5.
No,
CJ got 8 for 2.
8 for 2.
So he got 4.
That depends on how
nobody got paid.
That depends on how they structure it too, because it could be front loaded.
Yeah, it could have been 5, it could have been 6, whatever it is. But like none of them really got massively paid.
I'll be honest with you. I think. All right, listen. It's not whether you plug in Nashawn over, Tyrique or what have you. It's not gonna matter. Like, we still have deficiencies on the line.
Yeah.
But when we're sitting here having conversations on someone being focused versus someone who I know was focused versus someone who I know was hungry out there making it happen, it's one of those things where we probably should have done something different there. The defense is still going to have the same issues, but we wouldn't be having this conversation. That's what I'm alluding to.
Yeah, but I mean, we had this conversation about Darnell Wright, and then he went out and was an all-pro. If Tyrique Stevenson go out there and he plays at an all-pro level, we're going to be like, oh, I'm glad we kept. Because here's the thing. Of the two,
of all the three.
Of the two, who has the talent to be all-pro?
No, that's of the three. I was counting 3.
Well, the other one's a safety.
Nashawn and CJ. Because CJ, we kind of played him in corner too.
We did.
Well, CJ was played at corner. CJ can't cover though.
Right, CJ, Nashawn, and
CJ was fighting for his life out there trying to cover.
Out of those 3, Stevenson is the more talented.
He's the most talented of all of them.
But as you say, Nashawn
was the harder worker.
Nashawn was the harder worker, but he didn't have the cover skills. He kept getting burned. It was either feast or famine with Nashawn. And even though I hate Tyrique, he is still...
Jesus Christ. Even though I hate Tyrique. You like him, but then you hate him. Jesus Christ.
Because he can't focus. In football, a game is a game of focus, bro. Yeah. You got to focus and pay attention. If you lose in focus, I can't depend on you.
Talent won't beat hard work if talent don't work hard.
Exactly. So my point is saying that even though, like I said, even though I hate Tyrique on the field because of his antics,
clean that up.
He's still okay. Yeah.
You clean that up. That was crazy. I was like, dang, that man could die tomorrow, and I would be like, whoa.
But comparison to the other 2 guys,
that's the worst of the weekend,
right? That. Tyrique was the best out of 3 is my point.
Yeah, no, 100%. And you kept the best out of 3. And when you keep the best out of the 3?
You kept the person who may have had the higher ceiling. It doesn't mean that he's the best. I don't look at last season.
He was the best.
I don't think Tyrique is better than Nashawn based off last season.
He is.
Bro, Nashawn
can't cover.
He can't cover. And neither because CJ.
It's really one move that beats Tyrique.
The double move. Double move.
Every wide receiver can't do a double move. Everybody's not great at it. I mean, it's literally the elite guys.
They can do a double move.
When Jamar Chase hit a double move, guess what? Tyrique can't cover it. Hey, guess what? You know who else can't cover it? Most of the league.
But they was close though. Tyrique was either holding, catching that penalty, or he was getting burned.
But even that,
Deshaun was just getting burned on
but
GP.
even that though, it is a mindset in this league, right? Deion Sanders had the mindset. He said, "I give up 15 before I give you that 7."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like if I know you gonna beat me on the move, I'm not gonna give you. We gonna live to fight another play.
Hey, I hear
and
you.
when you're that kind of DB, I think I'm okay with it. What is not gonna be okay? And here's the reality of it.
Hold on, how many touchdowns did Deshaun have on his? How many completions he have on his head? I think we putting too much.
Deshaun was getting.
No, cause see, this is the thing.
I ain't saying he ain't get cooked, but what I am saying is like I don't think it's as bad as what we saying.
No, it was bad. But Deshaun would get his get back
because he was getting the interception,
right? So like if you get punched in the mouth, but you hit him in the eye, right? Your lip's swollen, but he got a black eye. That don't mean your lip ain't swollen. So it's just it's one of those things for me. Like Baki said, Lord Drew, I can't stand P. Will, but I don't hate P. Will.
bro, I can't stand stupidity, and I'm sitting that stupidity on that Washington game. I can't get over the stupidity when the last when he got back in, he made a great play. And old boy had to get him. Like, bro, this third down, come back again. Like, this is a whole year later, and you still doing the same thing.
And that truly is the thing. And I think that's the conversation you got to have. It's not a talent issue with him. And by the way, I want to move on. I would love to stop talking about Washington. You beat Washington. I would be so ready to talk about Washington. You know, as soon as I was getting ready to be done, like the Washington thing is 2 years ago. I ain't worried about it. He did another one.
He did it again. This time it didn't bite us, but still, your safety had to come get him. Hey, get back in the game. Get back in the game, bro. And it's like, you didn't learn this from the last time?
Yeah. But I think that conversation is why this is a make or break season for Tyrique Stevenson. Dare I say, Bears might let him go for nothing. Might not try to move him, might not try to trade. Just say, hey, go figure.
Because this is fourth year.
His second round pick.
Oh, he doesn't get the fifth year.
They don't get a fifth year option. So it's with Tyrique, you're having and it's not just talent. It's not just talent. I think they would look at the talent and go, he's a heck of a player. But I'm not going to put up with that here. How many coaches do we know? How many coaches do we know that are willing to do that? They look at you and go, he's talented as all get out. I can't believe I'm willing to do this, but I'm not going to put up with X, Y, and Z, whatever it is for him. You looked at the numbers. It ain't good, is it?
No. No, it is good.
What?
It depends on how much you rely on per fifth.
What does it say?
They shouldn't have the higher rating.
Of the two?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I knew that. He got the interceptions.
He got the interceptions.
He's going to have a higher rating.
But we're talking about...
He's not a better cover player.
No.
But their coverage rating is comparable. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but Deshaun's coverage rating is based off of the fact that he led the league in...
Interceptions.
Interceptions or turnovers?
Oh, it was interceptions.
I think he was turnovers.
Had 5 INTs.
Yeah, I think he led the league in turnovers.
But he had 11 turnovers.
I think 11, Kevin Byard led the league in interceptions.
Because he had 5 INTs.
Ooh. Well, okay.
All right.
Somebody up there getting a whooping.
Hey, everybody had that moment. Everybody had that moment.
That's called the basement studio when you hear a dagoon.
Everybody has that.
And the baby cried. Yeah. All right, it is what it is.
So Tyrique has 1 INT last year.
Yeah.
He's 51st in solo tackles. What are we looking at? The one that matters the most? Passer rating allowed.
Yeah, that's probably the best one to look at for the two of them.
He's 53rd, 98.8. That's Tyrique Stevenson.
What's Deshaun got?
Let's look at Deshaun.
That might get ugly.
That might get
ugly. Because just that Bengals game alone was, and I don't think Tyrique played in that one. Woo. Just that Bengals game.
I mean, but timeout.
What he got?
It's the hold on.
No.
Hold on. No. 94.7. It's higher.
That's bad.
No, he's 50th.
Oh, his QBR.
His passer rating allowed. Higher than.
That does surprise me, actually.
All right, so yards per reception allowed. All right, let's do that.
Well, he got more balls thrown at him, so.
So yards per reception allowed, 15.6 for Tyrique. Jesus, getting burnt.
Well, they both just got the deep man on them.
Nation had 13.7. I don't know. It's just not as bad. I knew for a fact it was not as bad as we made it seem. But here's the thing. It's also the high risk, high reward thing, like you all mentioned.
Yeah.
When you're going for the pick and you're making a move, it's just like basketball. When you're someone who's known for getting steals, that means you take more risks. You probably shoot the gap.
Shot blocks.
Shot blocks.
When you somebody that's trying to block shots, you're getting dunked on. It's not you're getting dunked on.
I use steals because everybody ain't dunking. But when you use steals and you shoot the gap,
if you
9
miss,
times out of 10, you miss. It's a bucket.
Yeah.
Or if you're known as a defensive player and you are over anxious on somebody who's supposedly a better offensive talent, you reach and you get cooked. You gonna get cooked. You are going to get crossed over.
James Harden led the NBA in steals, but also led the NBA in buckets on his head.
It's a great example.
But for Nation, if you looking at him playing, he would get cooked on the underneath 5 yard and get cooked on the move over the top out.
Nation,
is it possible for this? Is it possible that the times that he got cooked looked really bad and we maximize it? But at the same time, statistically, it was better than what Tyrique put on the field.
No, I think what happens with Tyrique is you could play Tyrique every down and he gives you a chance every down. Nation, to me, is a situational corner that was really elite in the situation. He told me when we were in the locker room, I think it was week 2 or week 3, he was like, if I got you 3rd and 9, you got one spot to go, and it's just a matter of me beating you to the ball. And the first 2 weeks after he told me that and he got takeaways, I was like, that boy called it. And then the next week was the Bengals. Couldn't beat T. Higgins to that ball. But it was good coverage. But he couldn't beat T. Higgins to that ball.
So the one stat.
So it's one of those things where it's like, he's really elite in this moment versus Tyrique, who I don't think I'd say he's elite at anything, but you could put him out there every down of the game.
And what to your point, I guess receptions allowed would be the stat which I think is also can be misleading. But
Tyrique also wasn't on the field as much as Nation.
Yeah. So receptions allowed, 37 for Tyrique, 53 for Nation.
Yeah, but Nation played more. So I wouldn't even. How many
more games did he play?
Tyrique. Tyrique was literally getting benched at the end of the year. So.
But I think.
So that means that he was actually worse because if you have less opportunity to get cooked and you get cooked just as much. Well, not just as much, but I mean it's 16 off. But you weren't really playing. That means you were playing bad.
They both were playing bad. That's why CJ took a lot of.
Tyrique played in 13 games last year. Well, you know what? It might be the same. Now, he only started 10, though.
I think Nation played 15, though.
Nation Wright played 17 games and started 16.
Yeah, so it's 3-game difference.
Yeah. So, listen, at the end of the day, I think, what it comes down to me is back to the conversation on the defense as a whole. The things that Tyrique does well, is it going to be enough? Is it going to be worth it?
Andre, that's a comment.
Is it a question mark?
Andre's comment
What
is a comment.
Wright got cooked defending number 1. Stevenson would make dumb plays against wide receiver 2s. Wright got cooked defending some 2s, too. I'm not going to say that. Now, I mean, they elite 2s. Jamison Williams got him.
Yeah, that's elite.
T. Higgins got him. You played a lot of good 2s last year. I mean, Devontae Smith got him. Devontae Smith is elite. You played right. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, Devontae Smith cooked him, but Jamar Chase cooked you. Like, yeah, that's still a tough receiver to cover.
Ricky Pearsall. Well, we played. Yeah, we played him.
Yeah, but Ricky was shot.
No, Ricky played.
We played at the end of the year. Ricky was back by then.
Was he back?
Yeah.
Because we didn't play them until like week 13 or something like that.
Yeah, but was Ricky back? Ricky might have been back. Ricky out this year. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
PCL.
Hey, maybe Brandon Ayuk won crazy.
PCL, bro.
Because he talked about their medical staff and said they was trash. I'm just saying.
Well, listen, bro.
But that boy crazy.
Did you see the
ice
clip?
cream joint?
No, did you see the? Yeah, he's nuts.
Boy, hey, listen.
No, you know
the
the funniest, bro. I don't even know if I can say this on the show.
Don't even say it. We'll talk about it offline,
bro.
We'll talk about it offline.
AB went at Ryan Clark.
I heard that.
Oh my god. Bro.
You said who?
Hey, Antonio Brown went at Ryan Clark. about crying over getting fired from ESPN and saying he had to change himself. And he was like,
I didn't see it.
he said, never mind, I can't say it on here.
Never mind.
I can't say it on here.
Cool.
We'll talk about
as soon as you said who said it, I was like, never mind.
If y'all want to laugh, now, I think he's wrong. I understand what Ryan Clark was saying. But if y'all want to laugh, please go watch that AB clip. It's so funny. I can't wait to show y'all this. It's one of the greatest lines of all time, but we're going to keep it PG on the show. We got some opportunities.
I don't understand why he was crying. Like, I don't understand. You want to know why I don't understand?
I do.
I get it.
I definitely
The reason I don't understand is because we didn't look for Ryan Clark on that platform. We looked for him on a pivot.
No, during football season, I looked for Ryan Clark.
I liked him.
I think during football season there was no better analyst at ESPN than Ryan Clark.
I think this is nothing but
he got a heck of a play breakdown
because
he does. And
because this is the thing. Think about everybody else that was on that team, and maybe Cam kind of falls in that, but Cam never changed his mindset. So I don't even know if I can say Cam was that.
And Cam's
nobody else had success as a superstar and as a role player like Ryan Clark did.
I give you that.
And so he can speak to both sides of it. And maybe superstar's kind of crazy. He was a star.
He was a star.
He was a star player on that defense.
Pro bowler, right?
Yeah, he's a Pro Bowler. He was always a Pro Bowler.
He wasn't all pro though.
He's all pro, and he was a fifth round pick. He was either fourth or fifth round pick.
I don't think he was all pro.
Yeah, I think he made all pro.
I know he was a
if he didn't, brother,
two-time Pro Bowler,
was killing people.
Yeah, no, he
was all pro. He was comeback player of the year in 2008. He was a Pro Bowler in 2011. Only a one-time Pro Bowler.
That because back then the Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl meant something. So you went in based on it. Was it the AFC had and safeties out the wazoo? That's true. Yeah,
and he was a quality player. So as far as his analyzing the game. For me, he broke it down and he gave his all, and he had a blip, but it was a major blip.
What was the blip
with Peter Schrager?
I don't think that was a blip.
It was. He devalued.
You gotta respect it because it's Schrager's a reporter. So basically, you say anybody that don't play at ESPN don't bring value to the network when they speak in sports.
That's not what he said though.
He said you're not a player, so you don't understand.
But that's true.
This particular, but you
sure. But Peter was giving information that somebody within the organization was giving him
about.
So it doesn't matter that he's a player
because it was a conversation about.
He's getting the information from people who either are players or know football really well.
Right, because the conversation.
So you're discrediting the information that he's providing based off.
I guess I look at the interaction differently to you all because it felt like Peter at a certain point was devaluing what he was saying. He was like, listen, I don't want to do this, and rightfully so. That was a non-player in Peter. And I guess it's just because he doesn't like to be approached that way, maybe.
No, because it was not the fact of being a non-player. It was he didn't value his non-player opinion.
Yeah,
he devalued his opinion because he didn't play the sport.
And that's
because they were talking about.
In that situation, you hit him with hey, we got a difference of opinions. I'm just giving it to you from who does it? Orlovsky don't, because he ain't got enough talent to do it. You
talking about old boy? Probably you talking about Big Sexy
Swagoo.
Swagoo will say, "I respect what you're saying, but this is my viewpoint from being in locker rooms that have had this happen and stuff like that." It's just it is a way that you say it.
And the boy from the Pats do it too. The guard. The big guard, the black dude.
Busting with the no, not busting.
I
know he's talking.
He played with the Pats and he played with the Jets.
Why can't I think of his name?
It's Jesus.
Right, tip of my tongue.
Hey, listen, I can see his face.
Anyway,
I see his face.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a reach because it is such a reach. And
I don't think that's what got him fired.
I don't think got him fired.
That's what it was because they got into it off the air. The off the air behind scenes.
I'll say this.
How did Peter approach him?
I love Peter Schrager. I think that he does a very good job at what he does. If you chose Peter Schrager over Ryan Clark, you messed up. Because lived experience is going to trump information that I'm getting from it. Like I can tell you, hey, that's how Stephen A. do it. I tell you,
he always acquiesces.
He always acquiesces to the professional, and he lets them know. And he's like, but this is what I'm hearing. And he'll say, and this is coming from people who have also played the game. Brothers that are also in the way. You know what I mean? Like, that's how
good. It's good.
I do think that both sides kind of got stupid in that sense, where it's like, one, don't be so sensitive to like, well, you didn't play. Hey, I don't think I know more football than J-Mac.
How did Peter approach him offline?
It's not the point.
It kind of matters.
No, it's not. It's not. You
stepped to me in a way that's disrespectful because you felt disrespected.
But you have to realize the company that you're
Peter,
employed by.
I put people in hospitals. I need you to chill, my boy.
I know.
I doubt Peter came up to him with a baseball bat and was like, meet me out back.
This is Disney.
Yeah, that's the bottom line.
Disney and Disney is a family-oriented company.
Kinda.
Emphasis on family.
Kinda.
You're not understanding.
Saying some wild stuff.
No, I get you. I get what you're saying.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying. But I'll just say this. This is a blessing in disguise because Ryan Clark could do some great things this season.
Well, the reality is I would hope that FS1 picks him up and he gets to go over there and cover the game, or, you know, one of these other networks. Like, Ryan Clark is going to find work. He's extremely talented.
Yeah.
He's going to find work. Now, the tough part is ESPN owns everything, so you can't go to like NFL Network and stuff like that no more because it's gone.
Nope, because J-Mac, the other J-Mac, Jason McCourty, he got that spot now.
Yeah.
Because now they elevating him up.
I think he's a decent analyst.
Jason McCourty's good.
Yeah.
I feel like you get the place that it was coming from with Ryan. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, Ryan can speak to this because he was a role player when he was on the Skins. Well, Ryan can speak to this because he was a mainstay of that defense when he was on the Steelers. You know what I mean? Like,
it's very rare.
He's lived both lives to the best that he could at that moment.
It's very rare to have a player of his caliber who's had the live experience to be able to articulate himself the way that he does, with the personality that he has.
Yeah.
He seems very inviting.
He is.
Despite the fact, it's almost like, I don't want to sound like I'm glazing, but like the gentle giant, because at the end of the day, he was cracking people to the point where they changed rules because of him.
Oh yeah, they did.
Right? So it's like very rarely do you find somebody who had that level of impact, that be that likable, that articulate, and that knowledgeable about the game to the point where they can break it down to someone that's 5 and also talk really high level. And that so he was on his team.
James Harrison.
He's not as articulate, and also he still has a very menacing look.
Yeah, James Harrison's terrifying.
Like, he has a menacing look, and he's not doing anything wrong.
Debo.
Oh, hey, listen, that man's just sitting there existing.
He said, I think I'm smiling.
Bro, he's just existing. I don't want to watch it. It was like, you know what? You got it. Like, I don't want to do that.
I'm smiling right now.
Yeah.
But we forget Ryan was on the same team, and James even got fines because of Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan got fines because of James.
They both did.
Wait.
James
got a fine because of Ryan.
Because Ryan started dancing after he cracked dude.
Pause. No, I think that's the other way around.
No, it happened both times.
Maybe, I don't know. Either way.
But
yeah.
These are partners in crime.
Yeah.
One presents completely different.
Meanwhile, in the middle is Troy Polamalu, who's just like gentle and nice, but will kill you.
Hey,
this is right.
But he's not as articulate as the other ones. He doesn't express himself the same way.
We're going to kill them all, let the paramedics sort them out.
Yeah.
You know what Ryan Clark is to me? Ryan Clark is the best version of Emmanuel Acho.
Nah. Emmanuel Acho ain't nothing but teeth and takes.
He definitely
I can't stand him.
But what I mean, best version.
And I'm gonna tell you what,
Acho has had some takes that like he's spot on.
His brother is worse.
Yeah, but about pivot though, I hear the tooth is actually dominating the. You
know what?
Good job, bro. I love it. Good stuff.
1,000 points.
And this is how you pivot.
He's nothing but teeth and takes. If I could pivot, I hear the two.
Oh God,
that was phenomenal.
I hear the tooth is dominating on the left side.
All right, so who's the tooth? Break it down for the squad. So who don't know?
Well, everybody in the chat knows who the tooth is. We're not dealing with people that don't know the tooth in this chat.
The tooth is our left tackle.
Braxton Jones.
Braxton
He built
Jones.
like a wisdom tooth.
He look like a wisdom tooth.
But I tell you what,
I heard he look jacked now.
He do,
Pause.
but his legs don't.
Hey, yo.
But no, but I, honestly, look, I give credit where credit is due. I know I've been the dang near #1 person leading the March Braxton Jones the heck up out of here. Braxton surprised me. And me and J-Mac kind of went back and forth about it because he was like, he shouldn't surprise you. He's been in the league 5 years. Like, at a certain point, you got to step up and play the game the right way. Mm. But when you play at a level that I don't think you can play, I'm surprised. Deshaun Wright been in the league, what, 4 years?
I thought he was believing more than that.
3 years?
No, I thought it was more than that.
Is it more than that?
Yeah, because he had
5.
Hey, was anyone surprised last season? I was.
Yeah.
I didn't think he could play.
He gonna play like that?
I literally was like, yeah, he's getting cut. I did the video. I was like, Bears signed Deshaun Wright, probably a cut candidate.
Exactly, not gonna make the team. And he ended up being the best corner on the team.
But it is to me with Braxton Jones what we're seeing and where I see the most improvement and why I have to give him credit. Last year at this time is all I can go based off of. Last year at this time, he was getting destroyed by Austin Booker. It is mainly a reason why Austin Booker became such a fan favorite throughout camp, because he was killing Braxton Jones kind of a lot.
Yeah.
And Braxton was getting those first team reps. Now we're seeing Braxton get first team reps. And not to say that Austin's not winning any of his reps, but I am seeing a Braxton Jones that is able to anchor, that is able to get down into his stance, that on the run block still looks pretty good, and on pass pro looks serviceable. That is an impressive place for you to start, especially with a lot of the things that we have talked about with being able to run 13 personnel, 12 personnel, helping out the left tackles. You've got Joe Tooney in there as well. Like, if Braxton can get to serviceable, you can be very, very dangerous. And dare I say, he could win a job that maybe we thought he had no chance for the long run, depending on what Ozzie comes back as.
I'm going to tell you when we're going to find out. I'm going to tell you exactly when we're going to find out. Week 1.
Yeah.
We're going to find out real quick if this job was, if he really won this job.
There is a lot of this that I'm like, or is the D-line real bad? But go ahead.
Come on now.
Yeah.
No, but we talked about this last year when we didn't know what Ozzie was going to be, when we were pretty much going into the season with Braxton on there. We expected Tooney to help him out more. So being that veteran presence, that all-pro next to him, expected him to help him with some of the expert tutelage with Dan Rashard, helping him also, and having an all-pro next to you instead of you being the anchor of the line. Now you have somebody that can help you. Like, hey, this is what's going on. Communication, switching off on some of the stunts. Where now Braxton, if he's average, we're not, pulling our hair out until Ozzie comes back.
But I think that's the thing, though, right? I think that's the thing. He had everything you just said last year, and he still sucks.
Hey, Drew, you know what else I'm gonna find out? Week 2. I'm gonna find out real quick if he's that guy.
Oh, yeah.
hey, Pat, you know what else I'm gonna find out? Week 3. Guess who I gotta go against?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, just for kicks and giggles, I think this is week 4. Jets?
No, Jets. The Jets don't have
the
Jets traded everybody.
We should be the Jets.
Okay, fire sale over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should put up 71 on the Jets.
Time out. I'm going to find out
you get back to it week 5.
Yeah. I'm going to find out in the first 3 games if you got it or not, buddy.
Yeah, because I think that's Green Bay, right?
Are you the tooth? Are you wisdom? I don't know.
Week 5 is Green Bay.
But we going I'm going to find out in week 5. Either guy.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
No Michael.
Kind of, but not no
Mike's still not back?
He's not going to be back probably till week 8 or 9.
I don't keep track of cheeseheads.
Respect.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. I got to ask y'all this. Y'all know how to do PEMDAS? This was going around Twitter all day. And
excuse my dear Ansalier.
Yeah.
Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Yeah.
But when you get to multiplication and division, how do you do it?
From left to right.
It's left to right.
Left to right, and what comes first?
But they teaching kids differently.
They not.
They're not.
They not. I think I have a theory.
Let's do this.
when I was in school, there was a large influx of new teachers. And I think they didn't know what they was doing. Because I vividly remember being taught you do it in the order of the letters.
Yes.
But I also, my dad was a mathematician.
Yeah.
So he was like, absolutely not. Like, you do parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division is from right to left. Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction is the order that it goes in, but it's from left to right.
That's right.
Correct.
There were people today on the internet.
I hope that we're saying this right.
Oh yeah,
Because I know we're right.
Okay,
we're 100% right.
Yeah. Because this is left field. This is because
your
version
the San
of
Francisco 49ers did it, and people were going. They did an equation, so they did. What was it? I ended up taking a picture of it because I was like, "It's no way we really having this conversation right now." Where'd it go? They did. So 1 + 2 is in parentheses, and it's next to 6 divided by 2. And so people were coming up with 1. Because 1 + 2 is 3. 3 divided by 2 is 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. And I was like, what the heck did y'all just do?
Yeah, that's not right.
That's not right.
I need to write down to hopefully visualize it, but I know that's not the answer.
Saying, like
I know that's not the
something
answer.
that you just said. I was like, something don't rhyme right.
I don't know if anybody...
Yeah, that's too
it ain't turn over.
It didn't turn at all. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's 9.
Okay. How did they get 1?
Because 1 + 2 is 3. They were taking the parentheses and multiplying it because multiplication is next. 2 times 3 is 6. Or multiplication is the next word.
Right. And then
2 times 3 is 6, and then 6 divided by 6 is 1. Instead of going 1 + 2 is 3,
and 6 divided
by 2 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9.
Yeah.
And people were at war online today.
Yeah. I send those kind of things to my family because my families are full of mathematicians. So we send each other in the chat stuff like that all the time.
People were at war.
Yeah.
I was sitting here, I was like, this, but I brought that up because you said, I don't pay attention to Cheeseheads. A Packers fan immediately was the first one to comment and be like, it's obviously 1 and it's okay that you're wrong. And I was like, that checks out.
I wonder if they put that in Chat GPT, what they got.
I don't know, because Baki said, my mom is a CPS teacher for 40 years and I showed her, Pat, and she just shook her head.
It's sad. It's sad. But I do think that it was some of the teachers we had, because I do remember teachers teaching me just go in order.
No.
I do. No, hold on.
I do remember teachers just teaching me that. But they said, look at it and go from left to right on the word, not on the problem. Or maybe I was just a kid and we didn't understand that.
Maybe we didn't understand what they were trying to communicate.
I was learning this at like 8 years old.
No. But it's a new way to do math, because I'll be looking at, like, how you remember you had to learn how to multiply.
You about to do that box thing,
two times, like 2 numbers times 2 numbers, like 29 times 56, instead of how we multiplied, slit down 1 and go like this.
Yeah.
The Chinese came up with a thing where it just
the box math
like this. Yeah, you get 1 line.
I'm not going to stunt with you. I'm not going to stunt with you.
I ain't get to learn that.
I'm not going to stunt with you. Box math is decent.
Bro, I'm mad at that.
As somebody who definitely wasn't great at math, box math is decent.
Bro,
because you're just breaking it down into 10s and 1s.
Exactly. No,
or hundreds or whatever it is.
When I learned this math, we had to go all out.
Man,
because I remember we had
to be 4 feet off of the paper on the desk.
On the desk. And you got all those problems like that. I'm mad at y'all got box math.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We never had to show the work.
What?
What school you went to?
I never had to really show the work.
They didn't care about y'all future.
No. So, I had ADHD, and so I had a hard time showing my work. I could get the answer, but if you asked me to write it out, I would get confused. I don't know what it was. Maybe
I was that way too.
But the moment I started writing it out, I'm like, this is wrong.
PIMDAS.
This
let's PIMDAS.
Hey, you must be like 20-something.
He's not. I think he's your age.
Hey, my G, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. If it's not PIMDAS, you know what it is?
He know what it is because he can spell it.
Hey, This is how I know some people. Some people you literally did. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Yeah,
that's all. They don't remember PEMDAS.
Oh,
they just remember that.
Yeah.
That's crazy work though.
Okay, cool.
Hey, ball up top.
Ball up top, bro.
We had a whole side conversation.
Hey, shout out to Aunt Sally.
Yeah,
and I knew some Aunt Sally.
You watch your mouth.
No, right. Hey, man, oh, wait, did you have an Aunt Sally?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I thought
you watch your mouth. She's a nice young lady.
What a phenomenal woman. She only did the greatest things. But, hey, man.
I don't like how you said that. Me and him have to see each other.
That was quite funny, though.
It was quite funny.
And check. At the end of the day, man, I mean, you have a Bears team right now, and you have a young player. It's weird to say a young player, but a young player in Braxton Jones who's showing you something on that left side of that offense. I'll take it.
You know what, Pat? Sure.
Hey, I don't know if he's going to be good, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You got to do it, damn. I'll say this, and this is the best credit I can give him. He looks clearly like he's the best one out there.
That's sad.
That's sad.
That's sad. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. We ain't making the playoffs.
That's sad because that's sad. That's sad
We're not making it.
Because I thought Jedrick Willis was gonna be.
Jedrick Willis looks powerful.
Hey. I thought he was gonna be the best one. He had a whole year off. He was the more skilled player out of the three that we had, being Karam and the Toothless Wonder. And so I thought he was going to come in and dominate.
That's crazy.
You know.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. Hey, it is August 3rd. Hey, book this right now, you all. And I hope you all still subscribe. Hey, welcome to being the Bengals, because we going to suck on defense.
I said it, bro.
Welcome to being the Bengals. Hey, listen, we going to know exactly what Joe Burrow was going through. The only difference is Caleb is mobile.
Exactly.
Well, the difference is Caleb can get rid of the ball, and there's more options to get rid of it, too. Caleb get rid of the ball quick. You watch Joe hold that ball.
Joe hold the ball because
Joe
hold that ball.
Everything wrong. But when he put that ball in there,
it looked good.
It's phenomenal.
Hey, you'll be looking like,
you be like, and you know what it is? And that's what Pat kills me. I'm like, listen, if he didn't have the two best receivers in the league, we'd be having a different conversation about that man, because he does everything wrong.
I don't think so, because you would do what they're doing with Justin Herbert right now. You would just pivot the argument to, well, it can't be any of the people. It can't be Justin Herbert, or it can't be Joe Burrow. It's got to be all the people that are failing him. By the way, they do place the football perfect enough that you can make that argument.
Hey, Pat.
If he had Equinemius St. Brown and he threw that ball to EQ,
we gonna have this,
and that ball hit him in both hands, and he dropped it, we will be at war.
Pat, listen. I saw a 41-year-old Joe Flacco go out there and look like a god on that offense.
Because he get rid of the ball quick.
Because he's a decent QB with the best receiver talent in the league. He literally said,
"Yeah, but it's a completely." Even Joe Flacco said, he was like, "I'm running a completely different offense than Burrow does."
Because he's running the 3 second.
Yeah,
he's running the 3 second.
True.
Ball pass.
True.
Ball pass.
But you know,
hike. Pass.
But you know what allows you to do that? You have the best receiver group in the league. Yeah. You can do stuff like that.
But Zach
his
Taylor,
O-line get better.
But they also didn't run the same routes. They ran the 10. They ran the 10 and under.
And Zach Taylor's not gonna run that with Joe Burrow. So we can blame Burrow, or you can blame Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor gonna be like standing there and take that shot, get that deep ball,
get that 30-yard pass.
My argument is, with no prep time, this ain't Batman, with no prep time, Joe Flacco literally got off a plane, off a midseason trade, and put up 41 points.
He did.
You know who else did that last season? Phillip Rivers. Put up a bunch of points.
He did.
What did the Indianapolis Colts have? Was it Colts? That was Colts, right?
Yeah.
What did they have? They had a decent what? Decent receiver group in a running game. And he put up points. When you have elite talent, you can do that. All I'm saying is, you remove this elite talent, Joe Burrow gonna struggle.
But you know what? You know what they both did though? Phillip Rivers got the ball away in 3 seconds too.
Real quick.
He was
Phillip Rivers gonna pull something. He tried to.
Hey, you want to know what? Hey, bro, that wasn't even Rivers being old. He was throwing like Rivers. That at 22.
He did look wonky.
He always had that nasty arm.
He did.
It did look, it looked like it just floated in the air. But you know what? Looked better
He can
than
throw it 60 yards, but that joint was nasty.
It was not a tight spiral.
That ball be.
It was a wobble. It was a wobbler. It's a wobbler.
Wait, we're going down a rabbit hole. That's what happens when I get on the show. All right, listen,
hey man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Or Pettiest Man alive, Mr. P Kid, Mr. Drew better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better?
Nobody, bro.
It is your boy Pat the Designer. Back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Better. One love.
And just a FYI, I didn't do math on a stone tablet. It was a spiral notebook.
You know in the Flintstones, the spiral notebook was stone, right? You know in the Flintstones, the spiral notebook was spiral rocks.
It was spiral rocks.
So it was a stone tablet with spirals.
No, it was a multiple stone tablet. It just wasn't one. It was a multiple. I had the little bird in there. Exactly. I had the little bird in there.
Hey, you had to.
I had to typewrite it with the bird.
Nah, real talk, your eraser was
with the woodpecker.
Hey, it was a woodpecker.
Hey, his eraser was tire material.
It was. You better not.
Real rough.
Your eraser was used tires, bro.
Hey, bro, it was because it was so strong you can get high on it if you smelling your